We are not here to offer you processes about how to get there. We're not here to get you into the vortex so that you can get into the vortex and then apply it and get all of your stuff. Because here's the thing, there's no effort factor required. You already did all the work. You already set all the creations into motion. You are already completed in the sense where everything you want has already become a vibrational reality. So any effort that you offer is outside of the vortex, because when you're in the vortex, there's no effort. Here's the thing, and here's the thing that's really interesting. You know, our human friends, when they approach manifestations, they approach this whole work of allowing, they approach it the same way that they approach anything else, like the homework in the school with hard work. They're like, we're gonna pay any price. We will do whatever it takes. And while we like determination, we don't like that. Or not like we don't like, but it's against the law of the universe. It doesn't work with the art of allowing, because ultimately you already did all the creations. Your creations are already complete. They're 99% completed. So you don't need to offer any more effort. What you need to do is now allow. So when we offer you processes, and when we're talking to you about law of attraction, when we try to get you into those high-flying places, and when you do achieve those high-flying places, the high-flying place, the reason why going there is so pleasurable and it's so powerful is not because when you go there, you can finally get your stuff, because it's not about the stuff. When it's about the results, then guess what happens? You don't get the results. Isn't that interesting? Because when you're in this work for the results, you don't get it. But you know that from your own life experience. When there's something that you want and you don't really care about it that much, meaning you don't really have a belief, or you don't have a dominant thought that challenges that desire. That desire comes to you so easily, and you're like, yeah, I didn't really want it. Well, when there's something that you really want, that means when you really, really want it, that means you really have a belief that's in the way. You have a belief, or you have a thought that really challenges your manifestation or your desire. So you know what that translates to? Your manifestation takes time. But it's interesting because manifestations, they don't need to take time. Your desires, they don't need to take time. They're big, they're ready to go. But the question is, are you ready? Are you ready for your manifestations? And you know if you're ready for your manifestations, are you ready? Because it's here, because you're experiencing it, you're living it. And if you're not ready, then there's some more vibrational work that you need to do. But here's the thing, that's always going to be the case. There's always going to be vibrational work, because ultimately reality will never be the stable thing that when you look at, you're like, I'm done. Because you're an eternal creator. And that's the thing. We're not here to get you to have a happy life, because a happy life is that stagnant sort of thing where you're just looking at it and it's just there. We want you to have one happy moment to the next, because we know that you're eternal and that you have an eternal journey for the hell of it. It's just for fun. You're not here to prove yourself. You're not here to justify your existence through hard work. You're not even here to get people to understand you. Your inner being understands you. Your inner being gives you the alignment. Your inner being feeds you with this alignment. So there's no manifestation, there's no desire that you want that will fill some void in you, that will fill some hole, because guess what? The alignment that you have with source energy, that's the real prize. And that's the thing that's really interesting. You see, let's go back to the basics. You want something. Say you want more money. Say you want anything. Bam, it becomes a vibrational reality. So here's this vibrational reality, and here it is swirling, and it's going fast, and it's right there for you, right for your ability to receive it. It's all there for you. And here you are, and you're like, well, what are you doing with your point of attraction? You're either saying it's not here, you're saying it's not here, it's not here, it's not here, because reality, because what is so, it's so in front of your eyes, it's so there, it's so real, it's so enamoring. So you focus and you spend all of your time talking about it's not here, it's not here. And this is something that's really interesting, which is momentum. Momentum is that attention to a subject, and the more attention you give to it, the more bigger it becomes. So when it's like this conversation, it's like, you know what's the hardest part about money? Is not having it. So when you don't have money, you don't have money, and you don't have money, you don't have money, you don't have money. The thing is, you have to talk about the presence of it. But the reason why the presence is hard to talk about is because you're conjuring something that you're not seeing with your eye. You're so used to observing things with your eye, but yeah, that's the work. But here's the rub. The rub isn't that we want you to feel better about money, because that's what makes your money come. Your money's already coming. It's inevitable. It's coming. But the thing is, your effort is not in an attempt to make it come, because our human friends are like this. They're like dogs and bones. They want to think. They want to think about their desire until it's here. And while that's not a bad thing, because maybe your desire feels really good to you and you're really enjoying it, and in that case, if it feels good to you, then keep it going. Keep that momentum going, because you obviously have good momentum. But here's the thing. If there's something that you've been wanting, and you've been wanting for a long time, and you've been applying processes, and you've been trying to figure out what's wrong with it, the reason why it's not coming is because you keep talking about it not coming. And then you get into the processes, and do you know why the processes don't work for you? Do you know why manifestation is so hard or doesn't work work, or you don't see the results, you don't see the big results, is because you're in the manifestation. You're doing this all for the results. And that's so interesting, because when it's for the physical results, you get in this space of, okay, let me take score of reality. Let me see how much I have, how much I've manifested. Let me see if I'm a big as good as a creator as I think I am. Then, you know what? You're waiting for the universe, you're waiting for reality to prove to you who you are. You're waiting for a sign, you're waiting for someone to tell you or give you the gold sticker on your forehead to be like, hey, you're amazing. But in reality, you're the creator. You are the creator. It's not the universe is withholding anything from you. Is that, here's the thing, you're not a match to it. You're not a match to the full-blown thing yet. So your inner being, God bless your inner being, because your inner being is over here, and your inner being is who you're connected to. That's what your emotions are about. And so your inner being is never like, you need to clean up all your resistance. Your inner being says, don't worry, we know your resistance. We will guide you all around it. We will guide you on every sore spot, and we will take you right to your destination. We'll take you right to your manifestation. So how are you going to get in on that? There are a lot of processes, and every process is truly for the purpose of releasing resistance. Because here's the thing, when we talk about processes, we're not talking about use this process and this process will get you to manifest everything. Because when you're using this process to manifest something, guess what happens? The whole time you're doing that process, that manifestation is absent. And then you see it as future, and it doesn't work like that. But instead, if you understand that, hey, it's already been created, so now I don't need to do anything to hurry it along or create more of it or add more specifics to it. It's perfect. It's vibrationally done. It's 99% done before I see any physical proof. So that desire is done. So now I don't need to be in on this process. I don't need to do any vibrational work for the results. I need to do the vibrational work because where I stand right here, I don't feel good. So this is how it goes. You want something, right? It becomes this vibrational reality, and you stand where you are. And the thing about standing where you are, you have this reality. You have this reality that you have to be responsible to, that you're not chained to, but you're going to look at, because you have these five senses. You have ways to translate vibrations, and these vibrations are just more compelling, more enamoring than the vibration that you're translating with your emotion. It's just the way it is. So as you're here looking at your reality, usually your reality is not up to date. Your reality doesn't include the last rocket you just launched. You want more money, but you're still looking at a reality that doesn't have any of the money that you want. You check your bank account, and it's not there. But we're saying, to get to where you want to go, you have to make your journey quantifiable. But the thing about your journey being quantifiable is that it's not quantifiable in physical distance, because you're not going from having no money to having money. It's not about a dollar amount. It's about a vibrational journey. It's about this gap being a feeling, emotional gap. But here's the thing. What that really means is, how do you feel about your desire? How do you feel about this money? And this is the thing. This is what's really interesting. How do you feel about your manifestations? How do you feel about your desires? And how you feel about them will really tell you what your dominant thought about it is, or why it's not coming. Is that interesting? And it's not that the reason why it's not coming is not because it's not being given to you. It's because you're not able to see it. That's what it is. You're not able to see it. It's like a radio, and you're on one channel, but you don't doubt that there's music playing on all the other channels. You're not telling people, hey, you're liars. You're all lies. You're stupid. You're not being realistic because you're telling me there's songs on all these radio channels. No, you logically understand there's radio channels, but I'm not tuned to them because I don't want to listen to those songs. And it's the same thing with all of your desires. They already exist. They're complete. The second that you want it, it's done. It's asked and you're given it. But the thing is, you have to go and quote unquote take it. But it's not in the way where it's like, you want to identify your desire and throw your rope out there and rein it in. It's not about reining in. It's not about the hard work. It's about understanding that it's already done. And not only is it coming to you right now, it's already here. Because there's nothing that you want that you don't already have. And we'll say that better. Everything that you want is for a feeling. So do you know how you think about those big desires, or those desires that feel big, and that feel like you have to offer more effort because they feel so big? They're very simple. Because everything that you want, at the base, the vibrational essence of it, or the reason why you really want it, is because you think you're going to feel good in the having of it, and then you're going to feel bad in the not having of it. So that's the thing. Those are like it's like one stick and there's two opposite sides. But let's get back to this idea of, let's get back to this idea of the stick, because here's the thing, because it's so worth understanding. Because here you are, it's like the presence and the absence. You have the absence, but you're talking about the absence. You're like, I really don't want to be poor. I don't want to not have money. I want to have money, but I don't want to not have money. And when we're talking about how you feel about your desire with this vibrational journey, think about it. What is your dominant thought? And you know your dominant thought. You know it. And it's not that you have to lie to yourself. It's not even that you have to, judge yourself. It's just that you have to be honest, and that way you can calibrate it. Because that's what the vibrational journey is going from a place of doubt all the way to knowing. Is going from a place of fear all the way to hope. Going from fear all the way to satisfaction. That's all it is. But this is the thing. This is the thing that's really interesting, right? Is that as you take this vibrational journey, then you're like, okay, where's myself? But we're not saying take the vibrational journey. because that's what's going to give you your stuff. Now go get your item. Now your item is going to be there. It's not like that. It's not like that at all. Actually, is do this vibrational journey so that you feel better, and you feeling better, your point of attraction is now clarified, and now you got rid of all of your clutter that a minute ago had you and your point of attraction in a place where you were receiving things that you didn't want. But now that you took the time to go journal and you talked about emotions, which we're going to talk about in a second, and you clarified your point of attraction, now you're new onto the universe. Now you're telling the universe, hey universe, I'm a clear person. I feel good. So now give it to me. I'm opening my floodgates. Give it to me in any way that my vortex can give, in any way that it can come to me right now. And here's the thing. Don't be afraid that your vortex is going to leave you hanging, because it doesn't work like that, because your vortex knows everything. It knows where you are. Your inner being knows where you are. It knows where all your deadlines are. It knows what you want. It knows the best way to take you everywhere. And that's the thing. You have to get into the receiving mode, and you have to love the receiving mode. But the thing about the receiving mode is that it's so easy to get into the receiving mode. It's really easy to do the vibrational work, because think about it. All you have to do is go on the vibrational journey. But the thing about going on the vibrational journey is that you're not going on the vibrational journey because then you're going to have your results. You're going on the vibrational journey because then you feel better, and all of your power lies in your point of attraction, which we're going to be talking about all the time now. Your point of attraction is so powerful. Do you know that that's so leading edge? Think about it. You literally have an emitting of a vibration. That's what's being matched, and you can literally change the vibration that you're emitting, and then changing the vibration that you're emitting, you start to get different evidence. So if you're not liking something, then that means, you know what that means? That means that you got vibrational work to do. And you know what that vibrational work is? You got to emit a different frequency, not because the frequency is what makes it come, because it's already there. You have to figure out a way to see it. Because when we're talking about making something come to us, what we're really saying is that it's not there, so I need to do something to make it come to me, when in reality it's already there. It's like those stations in that radio. You're just not tuned there. But the more you understand that, hey, the reason why I want this, the why. When you talk about what you want, why you want, and not how, when you talk about why you want, you're more likely to get that momentum. You give your attention to the thing, the subject, or that question that gives you life, that puts you right into the vortex, that puts you in the emotional place, that opens up the floodgates of your vortex. Because when you talk about why you want it, it's not going to magically just come. It's not that. But this is the better way to say it. Because it can magically come. It will logically come. It will magically appear. It will logically come because you're being led down the path, being handheld by your universe. Yes, it's your universe, because the universe is cooperative. It will cooperate with you, and it's standing on its head to please you, truly, because you're the center of this universe. Everyone is the center of their own universe, because we can only see through the eyes of our own selves. So that's really important. And in this universe being very cooperative, you can't look back. You can't look back, because everything that you're emitting, it equals your point of attraction. So when we talk about why we want it, when we talk about why we want it, that's not what's going to make your desire come. Your desire is already here. The why you want it is going to help you hit state, or it's going to help you develop, or it's going to help you emit and practice this vibrational point of attraction that's very attractive in nature, and that will match your desire. Because feel the difference between, okay, this is what I want, and this is how it feels, and it feels good, so I feel good now, so where is it? Or I feel good now, so does that mean it's going to come? We're like, no. You've identify your desire, identify why you want it and how it will feel when you have it, and then now practice those feelings. And it's not because those feelings it's not because the feeling is what's going to make it come. It's because the feeling that you feel is going to feel good, and the feeling good is the condition that's required. And as you feel good, now not just that subject, but many things are going to come into your experience based on your point of attraction. So that's on leading edge. That's on not the next step, because here's the thing: we're not here to get you to the results, because we know that your results are inevitable. We're just here to get you to have a happy moment, because we know that the journey really is so fun. Because truly, if you were here and you could have instant manifestation, all of you would be so screwed, because no one is that really good at their focus, nor should they be, because no one signed up for instant manifestation in the form of physical objects. Emotional manifestation is an instant manifestation, but you understood that, hey, I'm not here for results. I'm here for the journey, because all I want to do is I want to put things in my vortex, and then I want to get aligned with my vortex by going journal, by talking about, hey, it feels like ease, it feels like flow, it feels like fun. I'm gonna milk it. I'm gonna find the high flying disc and stay there. And as I do that, I'm gonna open up the floodgates of my vortex, and I'm gonna tell the universe, hey universe, I'm a match. I'm in the receiving mode. I'm in the receiving mode. So that means that you can be in the receiving mode all day long. You can be in the receiving mode tomorrow, and then the next day, and you're just getting good thought, one thought after the next, after the next, because now you understand, hey, my job isn't to get results. My job is just to be happy. My job is to be very clear about my vibration. And all that means is you have to talk about how you want to feel. Because when we say clear your vibration, or clarify your vibration, or be very focused, or be very careful, or very aware, or very deliberate about what thought you offer, what we really mean to say is we want you to choose how you feel. Choose how you feel. Imagine like it's literally like you have a bunch of like discs in front of you. It's like, okay, this is the happy disc. This is the satisfied disc. This is the sad disc. Because here's the thing, you are opening the floodgates to anything. Whatever you're focusing on, you're literally achieving a point of attraction, and then the grid is happening, the grid is filling in. But you can have a point of attraction about poverty. Yes, you can. You cannot open the floodgates to poverty, but we want you to open the floodgates to what you want. So we'll leave you with this. You want something, you gotta feel the way it feels. And as you feel the way it feels, that's not what's gonna make it come. It's actually you feeling that way and you enjoying that feeling. That's what equals your point of attraction. And the more you feel it, not for the manifestation, not for the object, but for the joy of feeling it, now you're in the vortex, and now you're in the receiving mode, and now what's in that receiving mode, now what's in that vortex is gonna come right into your mind in the form of impulses. And when that impulse comes, maybe you don't follow it right away. Maybe you argue with it. Maybe you talk yourself out of it. But then you dream about it more and it gets stronger and stronger and gets more attractive in nature just due to the momentum of your attention. And before you know it, you're rocking and you're rolling, and you're looking at people and they're looking at you and they're saying, you know what, you have every award I could think of. You have everything in your life. And you're like, but it was never about the results anyways. The results are fun, but it's about the journey because I always want more stuff. I'm greedy. I love having fun. I love new. I want new. And all I have to do is understand that, hey, the reason I want all this stuff is to feel good, and I feel good right now. So bring it on, universe. Bring it on in any way that can come. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for the treasure hunt. I'm ready for the thrill of the journey. I'm ready for the joy of expansion. And I'm ready for the happy path. I'm ready not just for the results. I'm ready for the path all the way there. And honestly, I'm having such a good time. I'm enjoying my life because this is what I'm here for. I'm here for the journey. I didn't come to get some mark on the chart of some imaginary chart. I didn't come here so people could understand me. I didn't come here to prove a point. I came here to desire something and match it, and then watch as the universe, this cooperative, amazing, benevolent universe, flips its side, does all the work for me. This universe that's so cooperative and not only loves me, but does all my bidding for me. It does all the work, and I just enjoy watching all the pieces come together because I'm not doing any of this work anymore for the results. I'm doing it because I'm a creator, and I cannot not be a creator. I must be a creator. And you know what a creator does? A creator sets its point of attraction. It sets their point of attraction. It's clear about their point of attraction. It says, I want to feel good today, so I'm going to feel good. So universe, I'm feeling good right now. I'm opening the receiving one of feeling good. So bring me whatever is a match to feeling good. That's who I am. That's what I am. I'm a creator, and a creator must create. And a creator doesn't care about results. A creator cares about the feeling, the hands in the clay. I am a creator, and I'm here to have the best time ever.